In this video, we will focus on issues related to working with sensitive data. Some data have restrictions because they contain private information or information that poses a risk if it isn't kept secure. This means that the way you interact with data containing this information, where the data are stored, and how you share them should also be controlled. Sensitive personal data is information that can harm an individual if it is exposed. At Texas A&M, there are laws that protect your sensitive personal data, such as FERPA for student records and HIPAA protecting health information. We also use UINs rather than social security numbers. Another type of sensitive data is sensitive business data. A lot of sensitive business data includes customer data. Other types of business data are trade secrets. For example, the formula for Coca-Cola is considered sensitive data. That information is protected by a patent. Classified information is restricted by governments due to security concerns. For example, the Census Bureau cannot release data that can identify an individual. Instead, they publish statistics on the data they collect about you and others. FISMA requires federal agencies and those providing services on their behalf to develop, document, and implement security programs to store data on U.S. soil. You cannot travel with this type of data on your laptop or phone. Export-controlled research requires that federally funded research data be stored in the U.S. and that only authorized U.S. persons are allowed to access it. Confidentiality refers to a researcher's agreement with a research participant about how the participant's identifiable private information will be handled, managed, and disseminated. Your research proposal should outline how you will maintain confidentiality of identifiable data, including controls on storage, handling, and sharing of personal data. Make sure everyone on the research project understands how to handle and share sensitive data. You can minimize the risk of disclosing confidential information when designing your research by considering the following approaches. If possible, collect only necessary data without using personally identifying information. If personally identifying information is needed, de-identify your data as soon as possible. Avoid transmitting unencrypted personal data electronically. Consider the retention period of original collection instruments, such as paper surveys or interview recordings. Once these are transferred and quality assured or validated, there may no longer be a reason to retain them. Questions of which data to keep and for how long need to be considered in the context of your ability to maintain the confidentiality of your subject's information, and should be planned in advance. Keep in mind that removing and aggregating information can make the data more difficult to interpret, can distort them, or can make them misleading. For this reason, keep a master log of all replacements, aggregations, and removals made. This log should also be kept in a secure location separate from the data files as part of your documentation. In this video, we address some concerns with sensitive data. If you want to learn more about good research data practices, check out our other data management videos in this series.